Hey guys, Pecons here with another World of Warcraft video. Happy Tuesday reset and the first day of patch 925. We've been doing a lot of black market auction house videos the past 2 months, spending around 20 million gold on purchases. Today I thought I would do something different and open up my Great Vaults for a YouTube video. Normally I would do these during my Tuesday stream, but the servers weren't back up until 6 p.m., which was about an hour ago. It did also eat up a lot of time, and I wasn't entirely sure how many people even cared, especially if they were there just to watch gold making. We do have Great Vaults to open on 14 of my tunes today. Every tune should have at least one item level 278 choice, aside from my Warlock, which only got a plus 11 in last week. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that you would like to see in the future, and I will try my best to make these videos and upload them on a weekly basis. With that out of the way, let's open up some Great Vaults. We're starting off today on my Alliance Monk. I actually managed to get 4 or 5 15s in, I think, last week. I do actually have pretty decent gear for healing as well as Windwalker. So I'm going to try and target the Blood Scale. Just leave my loot spec as Brewmaster. And hopefully we get lucky this week. No Blood Scale. Did get a 272 chest as an option. 278 Anima Battery. Or a 278 belt. Belt's actually my Lego slot for Brewmaster, but it would be pretty nice to have for Wind and Mist. I do actually have a better belt, I think, already. Crit haste on that one versus Verse Mastery. Like, Verse Mastery would be really nice for Brewmaster, but unfortunately, like I said, that's my Lego slot. So it's probably a choice between this trinket or the chest. I did actually get a chest already from Plus last week. I just need to farm the Valor to be able to upgrade that to 272. So I'm leaning towards the Anima Battery. I don't know how good that is for Windwalker or Brewmaster, but could actually try it out. I'll probably just go with the trinket. We're doing my Alliance Druid next. For this, I think I'm going to go Resto for loot spec. Try to target a better weapon, potentially. I do also have Foresight already on this tune, however, these are pretty low item level pieces. I just use the Catalyst on most of these just to get the 4-piece completed. Did actually get a Ruby from Top a couple of weeks back. I think it was actually my first 15 that this dropped in, which was pretty insane. Also have the Selea's Trinket. So I'm leaning towards this Resto. Yeah, let's just do Resto. Only did 115, I think, on this tune, so it's just gonna be one choice. We got Tier Legs, 278. That's actually pretty big. I'm still using a 246 from last year. So it's gonna be almost a 30 item level upgrade. I do actually use Legos though for tanking and looks like for raid healing. But that'll be nice to use for probably balance and healing keys. Pretty sizable upgrade. I'm happy with that as well. We're on another Druid. I do usually tank on this. And I actually need a two-hander badly on this tune, as well as a Blood Scale. Codex I think would be really nice too on this tune. So I'm going to leave my loot spec as Guardian. Thankfully my Druid on Horde is very well geared. Much better than my Alliance Druid. Got a 278 Helm. I do actually already have a tier piece with a socket that's item level 278. So I guess we're taking tokens. I don't really have a use for this. Unless we move Legos around or something. I think as far as tier pieces, I'm fairly well optimized on this tune. I think we're just gonna take tokens on this Druid. Actually, I already have 2, so that's a socket, I believe. 4 of them you can purchase a socket, I think, from the vendor, which will be nice. We're gonna be checking my Paladin next. I have my loot spec set as red on this tune since I have decent gear for tanking as well as healing. Would be nice to get a nice DPS trinket or a 2-hander from our vault. Oh, we actually got a 2-hander. Not bad, 278 weapon. I think we're gonna go with that one. The weapon I'm still using is pretty low item level. It's 252 from normal raid. Ring looks really good too. Really tempted to take that, but I think we're just gonna go with the weapon this time. I'm gonna be checking my mage next. Haven't really played this tune very much this season. You can see I'm still at 2 pieces. My legendaries are still rank 6 as well. Pretty much anything that we get from the vault's gonna be an upgrade. Ring, crit haste. It's actually really good, I think, for frost. It's a nice ring for, I think, mages in general. I don't know what fire and arcane want, but definitely a nice ring for our mage. I'm gonna go with that for sure. Checking the priest next. Do actually have 4 pieces here, but everything is pretty low item level. Just been doing LFR mostly for tier pieces. Do have decent trinkets already for both DPS and healing, I believe, so I think I'll just leave my loot spec as holy. I've been taking this tune to alt raids and healing on it. Not the greatest trinket. It's a pretty big amount of haste though, or int rather. Maybe we take it. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the trinket. I don't know how it compares to Elegy or the first sigil. But I can look it up later and see how good it is for Holy. See if it's worth using. We're going to be checking my Alliance Demon Hunter next. I do actually have 278 trinkets for DPSing that I use. So I'm going to leave my loot spec as Vengeance. Hopefully get some tank trinkets if I can. Anything would pretty much be an upgrade on this tune as well. Haven't been doing very many keys on Alliance, but I'm going to start probably getting back into it. Got a 278 cloak. It's a pretty significant item level upgrade. Looks like around 40 item levels. Happy with that. Definitely not the greatest secondaries for a Demon Hunter, but I think the amount of agility that we get off of this cloak is definitely worth taking. We're checking my Shaman on Horde next. I do actually have pretty decent tier pieces. It would be nice to get some tier legs though, so I can play Ellie. Could use some better healing trinkets as well, so I'm going to leave my loot spec as Resto. I think I got 4 keys in on this last week because I was working on his score. So we have a choice between a 278 two-hander staff and a 278 verse mastery ring. I actually have I did run some LFR apparently on this tune, so we have a couple of choices there as well. I do already have a 278 shield and one-hander, so I'm leaning towards taking the ring. Says it's a 49% upgrade. I don't know how accurate that is. I think Pawn is valuing haste at a pretty low value. But I think we take the ring anyways. Looks pretty good. I think you want to aim for like crit mastery, but I think verse mastery is pretty decent. Gonna be checking my Warlock next. Did actually only get a plus 11 in on this, as I mentioned previously. Just did some ult keys with guildies. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah, I took this into raid too. We did ult heroic the other day. So I could take first sigil. I do actually have the normal version already, so this would be a jump from normal version to heroic. I could also take shoulders. Should be pretty close to 20 item level upgrade. Or tier legs. Already have 265 legs though. These I could actually take to 272 if I worked on my score on my Warlock. I'm kind of leaning towards the shoulders. Just because we can turn those into tier. Yeah, I'm gonna go shoulders, I think, and just turn those into tier. Awesome. I messed up on the warrior and didn't hit record before checking the Great Vault. So I've actually already made my selection for the week. We got 16 SD for weekly key. And then I took 278 hands, which were the option that was given to me for my Great Vault. As far as like tier pieces, I think the hands are actually the worst. So I'm going to be replacing the hands that I'm using right now with these 278s. Definitely for prod, I think the haste verse is going to be much better than using the crit mastery on the hands, the tier hands. So a pretty big upgrade there. We're going to be checking my hunter next. Had actually problems logging in. Received the world server down error message a few times. So I do have a pretty decent two-hander for playing survival. I'm going to leave my loot spec as BM or Marks. Try for a better bow. Would be nice to get a better trinket as well for DPSing. Hopefully get a bow or trinket. We got a ring. I actually have this one, I think, already. Yeah, we got it a few weeks back. It actually rolled with Leech as well. So I think on this tune we just take the tokens. We're up to 4 on this tune as well. Oh, and I actually looked it up and you need 6 from the vendor for the socket, not 4.
You honor me with your attention.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to get 2 more on this tune and my other alt that took tokens earlier. We're gonna be checking my Horde Death Knight next. Do you usually tank on this? I'm gonna leave my loot spec as blood. Got a codex a couple weeks back from Mythic Plus run. Still no blood skill though on this tune, so hopefully we can get it pretty soon. Better two-hander would be nice. That way we don't have to spend Valor upgrading the 262. We got a Solea's at 278. I'm not really sure how good that is. Sizzle is actually pretty useful on this tune, because I get extra fleshcraft. I guess I can take it and try it out. Could also use it for DPSing as well. Still having issues logging into some of my tunes, but fortunately we only have 2 more tunes to check. On this tune I actually need a better blood scale. I'm still using one from last season, so I'm going to leave my loot spec as Vengeance. We got like a couple weeks ago though and got Pox 278 from our vault. Would be nice to get a second one though. But blood scale 278 would be nice as well. Got tier hands. I'm actually using 272s right now, so we can take those gloves and convert them. Small item level upgrade. No weapon or blood scale though, unfortunately. I was finally able to get into my last tune. This monk actually needs a lot of gear. Could use better rings. Better trinkets for both healing and tanking as well. I think I'll leave my loot spec as brew. Really want to get blood scales on my tanks. Could actually use a better two-hander here as well. Or actually a one-hander. So I did actually get a blood splitter from Mythic Plus last week. I just need another one-hander to go with that. Well, looks like we got shoulders this week. Which are actually pretty good. So we can convert those into tier. I'm still using 265s, so it's gonna be a huge upgrade. Definitely a nice way to finish off our video today. Alright, we got all 14 tunes done. Didn't actually run very many keys last week since I was spending most of my free time in while doing time walking. But I'll try and get more done this week. Hopefully have more options to choose from next week for the next video. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and thanks to Nish and Lachlan for your support over on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to be notified when new videos drop. If you really enjoyed this video, please consider checking out my Patreon as well. The link can be found in the description box below. Anyways, have a great week, and I will catch you all in the next video. Late.